Hello and welcome everybody. With E3 just being a week away, I figured I'd talk about some of the games I was, more or less interested in seeing and some that I might not want to see come out this year. Seriously, there are games I would like to have, more of a year in between releases. Assassin's Creed. So, starting off, the games I want to see more information on and possibly release date. The first one would be from Ubisoft, and that would be Skull and Bones. If you don't know what Skull and Bones is, it is a team-based pirate game where you are the captain of a ship and you control the people on that ship. And it's a treasure hunt game where you have to take on treasure galleys and like the ships protecting the treasure galleys. You have to sink them or board them to collect the treasure. And not only that, there's also, I guess, like it might be like an individual game mode. Like I said, the information on this game is limited at best at this point because it was announced last year and it's been in beta test, and I haven't been able to get into the beta test, which is kind of sad. But I do know that it has like a 5v5 system where it's if the enemy team has more treasure than you and they leave the area, they win before, so it's more like you hunt down the treasure ships, you grab the treasure, and you have to sink the enemy ships, while also not being destroyed yourself or having your teammates destroyed and their treasure taken by the enemy ships. And the hunt ends when the pirate hunters show up, and then you have to go about getting, out to the open sea without being sunk by the pirate ships. Or not by the pirate hunters' ships. So there's that game. I would like to see more information on that game by Ubisoft, and I would also like to see a release date. I know Steam has a placeholder of fall of this year, but that's just a placeholder. That doesn't tell us that it's an exact release date. So they could be pushing it back. They could have found things that they needed to work on. Another thing I'd like to see about this game is more game modes than just like five people going out there taking down treasure ships and then fleeing from pirate hunters, or 5v5. Because honestly, that would get boring really fast, and I don't think that would be great for the game, at least in the long run. Uh, another, the other three games I'd like to see like anything done about is by Bethesda Softworks. And the first one is Vault 76, which we know is going to be, talked about. It was announced during at the end of a 24-hour live stream where they just trolled the crap out of everybody. I'm not kidding about that. If you ever paid attention to that, a lot of stuff like the Game of Thrones reference. What the hell was that one about? Does anyone even know what that one's about? Uh, but like Vault 76, I would like to see more about it. I'd like to see them dismiss some of the rumors that are going around that's going to be an online game, or say that yeah, it's going to be. I'd like to see like Bethesda being Bethesda, actually saying, hey, this is mods are going to be available for it. We will allow external mods. We will have internal mods where we have the creation club, blah blah blah, that usual stuff. Another game I would like to see come out as like an announcement is the possibility of a 10th anniversary edition of Fallout 3, where the game has been remade in the Fallout 4 game engine. That would be amazing, I think. I would definitely get that game again if that was the case, because the Fallout 4 game engine is a beautiful game engine. Like it made it so that there's a lot of stuff that just looked just amazing. But the problem with Fallout 4 was the base building, and I hope that's not the problem with 76, because eh, base building's not my thing. I don't really enjoy the castle defense stuff. So if it's the main part of the game, I'm probably going to be dropping that game pretty quickly too, like I did with Fallout 4. Quickly meaning like 700 plus hours anyway, but whatever. Uh, Another game I would like to see announced by Bethesda is the Elder Scrolls 6. Come on, it's literally been 7 years, Bethesda. 7 years on your flagship title. We're getting two Fallouts. Oh, you got to be announcing that one. Like Seriously, it could literally be anywhere at this point, and people would buy it. uh, like it could be like Elder Scrolls 6 elsewhere, or a Hammerfill, or wherever the hell. I don't care. As long as it's another Elder Scrolls, like, I play the crap out of Skyrim. So pretty much those are the four games I would like to see announced. And yeah, they're by two different game companies, but honestly, they're game companies that do make good games. And as for the one title I would not like to see being re-released on a yearly basis, because apparently they haven't learned, because apparently Assassin's Creed Odyssey is what people are thinking is going to be the next Assassin's Creed title to be announced. I honestly hope they don't announce a Assassin's Creed game. I do. Because honestly, the year-to-year release schedule that they had, it kind of burned out a lot of people, and it caused the franchise to suffer. When they went from Syndicate to Origins, they had that year in between where they could refine the game, fix it up, make it better, and it honestly showed between the two games. Yeah, they had the movie that was kind of an okay movie, but when it came down to it, Origins was actually, from what I've seen, I didn't get it myself, but from everything that I've seen and all the people's reviews, a much better game in the franchise. Like, it was a return to what was going on, and we kind of need that. We kind of need the whole time off between games, and that'd be awesome. As for me, I literally actually took 2 weeks off because it's been like, I don't know, 7, 8 months since I had any time off from work. So I'm going to be watching the live streams for E3, and it'll be awesome. I know that the Bethesda one for my time zone is going to be at 9:30 at night, so I'm pretty sure that might be the last one for the day. Not really sure. I'd have to actually go and find a schedule for the conferences so I can actually watch them. The ones I'm interested in are, Bethesda's. If Ubisoft is having a conference and not just one that's going to be part of, either PlayStation or part of Xbox, then I'd definitely watch the Ubisoft one. But if it's going to be part of the PlayStation and Xboxes, then I'll just watch the PlayStation. I'm not an Xbox fan. Just saying that out there. I've played the Xbox, and to me the controller was clunky and weird, mainly because I was used to the PlayStation controller at the time anyway. So there's that. And yeah, I know people are going to say, well, you play with a controller when you play these games, right? It's like, yeah, but my controller is a PlayStation designed controller. I just had to remember which buttons were where for like the X, Y, A, B things. It's not really that big of a difference. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for from this E3 is some games that I'm actually interested in being released, some games that I've been looking forward to having more information coming out, things like that. Pretty much just like everybody else, where we kind of want to see the games that we like, the franchises that we like, and the companies that make the games that we like making these games. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, then you should probably also watch the E3 press conferences. They're going to be between Sunday the 10th and Tuesday the 12th. So that is the time period that these press conferences are going to be happening. It's also the time that you're going to see a massive influx of damn information coming out from all channels everywhere. Not me, however. I might do like a live stream where I play games, talk about, like the press conferences while playing a game at the end of like I don't know, probably like on Wednesday I'll probably do a live stream where I'm doing some gameplay and talking about what went on in the press conference. Other than that, I'm not going to do really much of any coverage for E3 because that's simply not my thing. I'll watch it and I'll get excited for it, and I'll fanboy like everybody else about these games. But other than that, like I'm not too big into the news coverage and the news media outlets and things like that. That's never been my thing. My thing has always been, playing the games, showing off what can be done, just general gameplay and things like that. I mean, I still have to finish off, but like the last of the Burial at Sea DLC, and I might be halfway through the last DLC. I'm not really sure. So don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, comment below. Yeah, we're doing this thing now. Because, if I get the subscribers and the view counts up, then I can probably do more. But at this point, I can't do diddly squat. Other than live stream and all that crap. So, take care, everybody. See ya.